We went through Katrina.
Oh,
we
wow.
lost everything. So I lost a grandfather through that. And for a family that was this, Katrina made us this. We were very small. My mom's mom was very tight. I was very close to her. She was a PhD in library science. So again, education all the way through. After Katrina, we never had a Thanksgiving meal together again.
Because people left.
We could never come back.
Wow.
We all lost and people died. And that was difficult for my mom and my father. When I became the peak of my musical career, I lost my city. And I felt like I kind of lost my identity because New Orleans is so heavily a part of you. Yeah. It was just hard. I couldn't even grasp how awesome it was to be in this industry because all I kept thinking was, I have to feed my family. How everything my mom and dad built at the age of 50 was gone. Birth certificates, pictures, my mom's connection to her mother, my dad's connection to his, everything gone. His music, everything, like gone. The baby grand piano that was his whole life, gone.
Oh, wow.
So that loss was very triggering and very hard because that was the first time I saw my parents not have it together.
Right.
That stern, strong, I'm always present was not there anymore.
They weren't in control.
And that was my first visual of seeing we were sleeping on the floor. We were sleeping in a car. We were homeless. So like this middle class family, private school, and then nothing. We have nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so how did you come back from that? How did they come back from that?
They built a foundation so strong that the first thing I said was that whatever I needed to do to get it back. My brother at that time was going to Johns Hopkins. We had no other family. When I say my family's from New Orleans, when Katrina happened, there was nowhere to go because everyone is from New Orleans.
Right. And
so my
still
aunt
there.
had no house. My father we all lived in a mile radius, right?
And
so
everything was just destroyed in that mile.
We were all just like homeless.
Yeah.
My brother didn't even get in touch with us till weeks later. And then when he did, he was like, come to Baltimore, please. So after living in the car for however long we were, we had nothing. We packed for 3 days and never saw our homes again. We drove to Baltimore. Now, mind you, we don't know what the hell Baltimore is. We go to his one bedroom with his one girlfriend that he's living with because he's still in school. And we sleep on a brown carpeted floor. And in the meantime, Puff brings us back to the show. I hadn't made the band yet.
Oh, this is all at the same time? Oh,
I go back on the show with no clothes. He picks me. I make the band, but now it's not yay. It's we need jobs immediately. Can we start now? Oh, wow. So the stress of like, what do they do? So my parents, being who they are, resilient, found jobs, teaching jobs, got into an apartment.
This is in Baltimore still.
In Baltimore. Yeah. First winter we're there because Katrina happened in August, a blizzard. We didn't even know what is this? What is this? What is this? So it was a thing. And that disconnect, my parents being who they are, they were supposed to retire. They didn't. Started teaching. 1 year turned into 10. 10 years away from her mother, my dad, from his music, from his family of awesome that he built. So yeah, that was loss. Yeah. And it was trauma. And I had to watch depression in my family. I had to watch my mom and dad navigate something that they never had to navigate before, away from the foundation that built them. That was rough. Also losing my grandfather in the middle of it too. So that was hard.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and I think that my parents will never be the same because of it.
Right.
But for whatever reason, they stayed together. They fought through it.
And did they go back?
On the 10-year anniversary, my brother and I begged them, and they finally said okay, and they went back home. Wow. And that was wild to watch, and I think that was the best thing they could have ever done for them, for their mental health.
Yeah, to be back in.
I don't think my parents, would have done well.
Wow.
In Baltimore like that. They had no friends. They had no one. They were just working. They were working to build money.
Just surviving, yeah.
But we hadn't had a Thanksgiving. I mean, the Thanksgiving was the four of us instead of this beautiful thing we used to have.
And that was a tradition every year.
Yeah, that never happened again. Because my grandmother died. And she died before my mom and dad could move back. Yeah. Loss.